being in the drug game, what do you think was the most fucked up thing you went through? Because that's not a game that you just keep taking wins over and over again.
Being in the drug game, having to watch my niggas' moms and pops smoke crack in front of me.
Were you actually selling to them?
I didn't.
Did they?
No, they didn't. Some older niggas from my neighborhood was, and I actually sold them plug, so they like got double for their money, so they had a field day. So it wasn't just like they spent 10 on the rock, like they spent 100 and got like 20 rocks, and went crazy in front of me and was tripped out, and you know I was like, damn, this my nigga mama like this. Like I didn't watch people from my neighborhood beat niggas up for selling drugs to their parents. Like snatch them all out the car and do all type of crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so out there is still crack.
Yeah, I mean, it's
as
everything.
Opposed to powder cocaine.
It's crack. Niggas sniff powder. They got heroin, weed, whatever. In Oakland, I mean, I don't know exactly like everywhere in Oakland what they selling, but you know that's what goes on around my neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in the 80s, I saw crack just destroy whole communities.
Yeah.
You know, back then people didn't know what it was, so it was just a party drug, and before you know it.
Crack was a party drug or powder, cocaine?
I mean, I started out as cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, was you know, like I interviewed Boston George. The Medellin cartel was supplying 90% of the cocaine in the United States. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe that to be so. I mean, there was other countries, Bolivia and what have you, you know, and like, but that happened to be a market at that time. In fact, the market wasn't that huge in the beginning. The kilo sold for $60,000 a kilo of pure cocaine, which burns at 187, okay, on the thermometer, and the market only was for wealthy people in America.
At one point, you testified against Carlos Leader?
That's true.
But when did that happen? Did that happen before or after that arrest?
Well, I had no intention of testifying against him. He had written a letter to George Bush and was going to, you know, inform on the cartel and all the bank accounts and all our activities and all the processing plants. And then I decided to go ahead with it because it was under the old law. And even in 20 years, I would have done 5 or 7 years and it didn't matter. I mean, I wasn't afraid of prison.
He snitched. You can't come back from that.
Can't come back from that?
2 things in the world you can't come back from: being gay and being a snitch.
Okay. So you wouldn't snitch on for no situation?
No.
So if I go and shoot your mom in front of you, you would tell the police you didn't know it was me.
You gonna get your ass popped. That's not my job. I didn't sign up to be a police officer, so I'm not here to help them do their job. I have nothing against the police because they have to do their job like everybody else do theirs. But I mean, you come from the streets and you live by an oath that you take. Like you can't get in the streets and do these type of things and then complain about them later on.
Well, the concept of snitching.
Yeah, snitching.
I'm not from that environment, so
yeah.
you know, like I'm not trying to put myself in that. But from my understanding, if you get caught and you help the police, you know, indict your friends for a shorter sentence, that's snitching. But you know, listen, you have a lot of jewelry. Is the jewelry insured? It's not insured. Okay, well, my jewelry is insured. So if someone breaks into my house, I have to call the police to file a police report so I could cash in my insurance.
That's not snitching, though.
So, but, you know, it's calling the police.
That's not snitching, though, and that's you calling them. You come from a different area than what I come from.
So you're saying that if you insured your jewelry and your house got broken into,
I wouldn't call them.
You wouldn't call them?
I had somebody else make the report to the jury people, whoever I need to make it to or whatever. But I got alarms on my spot and cameras and everything. I can sit in the house and watch the cameras like Scarface. But I'm talking about as in calling somebody, hey man, that person shot that person. Hey man, like when I went to jail and I had the quarter on me, they was telling me in the car like, you know, we can make this go away. I'm like, what? Like, man, take me to the station, man. Like, we ain't finna play them type of games. They was like, yeah, man, how you think these guys out here riding on candy and rims and stuff like that? They be telling us, like, somebody told me where Parolee was with a Mac 11. We gave him $7,500. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, informants get put on payroll.
Yeah, informants is riding foreigns too, man. It's a very dirty game out here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm like, man, I better take me to the station. And I was acting like I was high. I was like, I was smoking. I was like, yeah, I spent 50 on that, man. I ain't gonna get high, man. My baby mama got me on child support because I didn't want another sales case. I knew what time it was.
Right. So, you were in Gang Wars.
On Gang Wars.
On Gang Wars,
Yeah.
the TV show.
Yeah.
And then you got arrested for possession of an illegal weapon. Was it because of the appearance on Gang Wars?
Nah, they hit the house though after Gang Wars. They came, but I mean, I don't know why. Like, I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't say nothing incriminating. I didn't snitch on nobody. I didn't do nothing. I was just, the whole thing was how they was supposed to portray it was me leaving the streets to become a rapper.
Okay.
That's all that was. Like, I went in hiding for like a month because I didn't want to finish it because they weren't trying to pay me for it. So I'm like, so they calling around like, we need to do this, and do this. And there's so much other stuff that they had that they didn't put in there. Like, they got me at the house with my kids. They got my kids on there talking. They got all type of stuff that could have made me look a different way. You get what I'm saying? So
I mean, it is called Gang Wars, though.
yeah, but I mean, the whole thing was it was supposed to be like my cousin passing, me leaving the streets to do music, and that was that, you know. And I hate when the TV show comes on and my Twitter and Instagram go crazy, the reruns. I'll be like, damn, man, I hate this shit. I hate seeing that shit, for real. But yeah, I was on Gang Wars. I was with 08. I was locked up when that came out too.
Okay. Do you think that all the legal problems and so forth interfere with you trying to be a rapper?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I do because my publicist, she like when she Googled my name, like all that shit came up, and she was like, people probably don't want to book you because of this and because of that and because of this and how it makes me look bad and this and this. And I'm like, man, I'm a good dude, man. I just been through a lot of shit, you know. But you know, it can, you know, deter people from wanting to fuck with me, from wanting to do music and shit.
Well, I heard you were banned from performing in Oakland.
And my fans don't know that, and they always ask me, like, why you don't do no shows in Oakland? Why you don't do no shows in Oakland? And it's not that I'm banned. I was banned from one club, but like the OPD, they don't want me doing no shows out there.
What happened at that club?
I was on stage, and the owner noticed something sticking out from up under my shirt and told me I couldn't come back.
A possible firearm is what they thought.
It could have been the microphone. I don't know what it was, man.
But he thought it was a gun. So.
It could have been anything, man.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. It was me and Bobby V that night in Oakland, man.
Bobby V,
Me and
the
Bobby
R&B
V
singer.
in Oakland. A whole bunch of bitches and a whole bunch of niggas, man. I'm not finna go in there and risk my life, man, and for $1,500 and give my life away on stage so they can be like, oh, tell my kids that they daddy died a local rapper. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, it's serious than that. Like, you talking about Oakland. This is serious. Like, and in that night, somebody got shot outside the club that night. So to tell you right there, so it's not niggas not doing it to go kill somebody or do this and do this. Yeah, that's what happens when you use them, but it's really most likely for protection. Like I gotta protect myself.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know, one of the things that Boosie said is that
wherever you from, you will get hated the most. You know, most rappers die in their own city, man. It's a fact. And you know, you have haters who was in school with you and they mad because they was in that third grade class with you, but they don't have the same hustle as you. You know, they hate you for no reason. They hate you for your success.
just this past weekend we did a story, this Baltimore rapper named Lord Scooter.
I've been seeing it everywhere.
Do you know Lord Scooter?
I don't know him, but I done seen Glizzy posted up, Meek posted up, I think Nicki few people and posted it.
Yeah, I mean, he was leaving like a peace rally type thing, broad daylight. Someone pulls
Man,
up in his car.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't even like driving through Oakland because I know this is my city and I know how it is. Like, not to like downplay it, it's just what it is. Like, that's what it is. Like, and like I said, you could be killed for just having a nice car. You could be killed for something that you ain't even do that somebody else in your neighborhood did. And just by me having the name that I got and they know that I'm from over there and knowing that we do something to him is gonna hurt, and I didn't even have nothing to do with nothing. Just because, like, okay, we're gonna get him because he got the biggest name over there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Gucci's absolutely the boogeyman of hip hop. Like, it's just certain individuals you just know that at any given moment it could go left.
Right.
Gucci's one of them. T.I.'s one of them. I told y'all that before. I don't know why y'all keep acting like T.I. ain't Gucci level crazy. Maybe
T.I. is Gucci level crazy.
Gucci might be T.I. level crazy.
You mean to tell me that if I walked up to your mother right in front of you and shot her in the face, and then I left the country and you can't get to me, you wouldn't tell the police?
Hell no, where your mama stay at?